Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion, and especially a big welcome if you are brand new. My name is Dylan, and this beautiful dog behind me sleeping is Honey. She's going to be my partner in today's practice, as in she's just going to sleep next to the mat the whole time that I work out. This class is a power yoga flow for circulation and strong blood. So little did you know that the majority of the blood in your body is built in your femurs, in your thighs. So we'll be working a lot on the thighs today. When you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. Find your way to Tadasana at the front of the mat. Take your feet hip distance apart or toes to touch and heels apart. Lift the toes, press equally into all four corners of the feet. Engage the arches and then allow each toe one by one to reconnect with the earth. Broaden across the collarbones, relax the shoulder blades down the back, open the palms towards the front of the room, let the fingers widen and engage. Close the eyes if you're not there already and begin to just settle into the body and the moment. Begin to lengthen the breath as you find your space, your now. And take a quick overview of your internal and external landscape. Without judgment, simply pass your mind's eye over where you are today, physically and mentally. Notice if there's any chatter, any noise. And set the intention now to allow whatever comes up, either in the external or the internal world, to allow it to just float away like clouds in the sky, without trying to attach to it or cling to it. Just let it be what it is and let it pass. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Clasp the hands above the head, side bend to the right. Press down through that left foot. Find a lot of length in both sides of the body. Inhale back to center. Reach up, grow taller. Exhale over to the right. Maybe look up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment in this forward fold. Allow the back of the head to hang heavy, the neck to lengthen. Maybe find a gentle sway left and right. Draw the chin into the chest. Now let the shoulders release. Lovely. And inhale, half lift. Engage the core, gaze at the ground, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale. Set the left foot back, followed by the right to plank. Strong plank. Engage the core, hip points yearn towards the face, press the heels away from you. Lengthen the back of the neck again. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Shake the head, shake the hips. And just open up the body. Maybe let the hips fall to the left and the right. Allow it to feel good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Press the left heel away from you. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Easy twist. Try to keep the hips square. Shoulders stacked on top of one another. Twist from the navel. Reach up and overhead. Find that length between the fingertips and the heel. And plant the palms. Step it back. Plank. Vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Press the right heel away from you. Engage the core a little bit. Find that flat back. And then inhale the left arm up. Stack the shoulders. Press the heel away from you. Reach up and overhead. And plant the palms. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Getting a little warmer now. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Press the left heel away from you. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Easy twist. Waken it up a little bit more. Engage the core. Lift through the core. Come into an open armed lunge twist. Press that left heel away from you. Notice if you began to bend in that back knee. You can, of course, always bend, but just keep the back leg energetic. Beautiful. Take the right hand down the left thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. Get a little deeper in the lunge, a little deeper in the twist. Inhale, high lunge. Find your strength. Left heel presses away from you. Right knee stacked over the ankle or behind. Lengthen through the core and the torso and the crown of the head. Notice where you're feeling the warmth and the heat. And notice the noise. Whatever the noise might be, if there's any. And you're a human, so I'm assuming there probably is some noise, right? Continue to breathe. Slow it down. All right, inhale, grow taller. Exhale, plant the palms. Plank, vinyasa. When I just said that, vinyasa, in my head I heard Mufasa. And so now I feel like we should definitely take on our inner Mufasa today, huh? Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Press the right heel away from you. Inhale, left arm reaches to the sky. Easy twist. Try to square the hips. Best you can, engage the core. Inhale up. Open armed high lunge twist. Bend a little deeper in the left leg. Take the left hand down the right thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. And inhale, high lunge. Hold the high lunge. Notice the noise. Honey's had enough of us. She's had enough of the high lunges. We've just begun. Sink a little deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. Inhale, Mufasa. Rawr. Chaturanga to upward, downward facing dog. Ooh, you better believe we're going to do a lion's breath the next time we come into upward dog. Prepare thyself. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale up, high lunge. Again, we're working on the thighs in this practice, so lots of lunges, lots of holds, and some strength building movement, because as we bring that tension and pressure into the thigh, that puts that tension and pressure on the femur, which is where the majority of our blood comes from. Oh, she's back. Yay. Popsicles in yoga classes. All right. Maybe hop the left leg in just slightly closer. Weight in the right heel. Dip the left knee down and come back up. You can take your hands above the head or to the ankles. That would be awkward and difficult unless you have very, 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 very long arms. Hands to the hips or above the head. Bend and dip down. 1, press back up. Engage the core. 2, 3, weight in the right heel. 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 9, last one. 10, high lunge. Inhale, smile. Exhale, step it back. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Pause here. Inhale, and then on the exhale, stick the tongue out as far as it'll go and breathe very heavily, aka roar, like this. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Inhale all the way. Exhale, tongue out. Beautiful. Chaturanga to downward facing dog. We'll do 2 more next round. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Right heel presses away from you. Choose where your arms are going to be. It's a little bit harder with the hands above the head for balance, but also on your arms, like you're working out your arms. Hop the right foot in, maybe an inch or 2, and dip the right knee down, press back up. Make sure not to bang your knee on the mat. Square the hips forward, engage the core, smile, enjoy the process. 1, press through the left heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. High lunge. Big breath in. Exhale. Step it back to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and 2 more lion's breath. So inhale all the way. Open the mouth, tongue out. And again, inhale. Press through the tops of the feet. Open the heart. Open the mouth, exhale. And chaturanga to downward facing dog. Shake the head yes and no. Find some stillness once again. Come back to the breath. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Press the left heel away from you, engage the core. Inhale up, high lunge. Square the hips, lengthen through the torso. Once again, you can choose where you want to put your hands, either above the head or on the hips. We'll dip the left knee down, come back up, hop forward, dip the left knee to the right ankle, weight in the right heel, step back. And that'll be 1 count. We'll do 10 of these. I'm going to take my hands to my hips at this point. You do you. So dip down, engage the core, torso lifted, gaze ahead, hop forward, knee to ankle. 1. High lunge, staggered squat. 2. Weight in the right leg. 3. 4. 5. Oh man, 6. 7. 8. Almost there. 9. And 10. High lunge. Woo-wee. Bring your hands to prayer, prayer twist. Left elbow hooks on the outside of the right knee. I know you want to come out of it, but not quite yet. Press the left heel away from you. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, release, come back up. Exhale, plant the palms, woo. Plank. Regular vinyasa this time. No more lion's breath. To downward facing dog. Woo, come back to the breath. Shake it out. Are you ready for the next side? Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale up, high lunge. Whew. Not looking forward to it. Okay, so again, hands can go either above the head or on the hips. Drop the right knee down. Hop forward, right knee to left ankle, weight in the left heel. So your weight is basically on the left leg the whole time. The right leg is just there for balance. All right, 10 times. 1, 2, lift the torso. 2, engage the core. 3, weight in the left heel. 4, don't bang your knee on the mat. 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. High lunge, prayer twist. Inhale. Exhale, step it down, step it back. Plank. Vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Ooh, that burns. That burns. That's okay. Whew. Take the feet about as wide as the mat now. Toes out, heels in. Walk the hands back, sink the hips. Come on up into yogic squat. Hands to prayer. Elbows press gently into the knees to open the groin. Open the thighs. Make space for the dog to come and sit. She only comes and hangs out with me when I'm petting her. Otherwise, she doesn't care. Open the heart, hips down, heart up. Come back to the breath. Take the right hand out now. Left arm up, twist. Maybe clasp behind. Look up over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Other side, left arm out, right arm up, twist. Open. Look up maybe. And back to center. Yogic squat. Take the hands to the mat, straighten the legs, forward fold. And inhale, come up to standing now at the back of the mat. And make your way to plie. So I'm gonna do this with my dog here, so maybe I should step behind her. What do you think? That look okay? All right. So take your toes facing the side diagonals of the mat. Knees are going to bend directly over the ankles and go in line with the toes. So you might notice that your toes can go really far out and your knees cave in. Bring the toes in line with the knees, okay? Sink as far as is comfortable to you while still keeping your torso upright. Press into all four corners of the feet. Press the thighs away from you. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, press the airway to the left and the right like you're pressing energy away. Inhale, prayer. Exhale, press someone away or something. Press the noise away. Inhale, center. Exhale, press it away. Continue. Move with the breath. A few more. Sink a little deeper. Inhale to center. Exhale, take your hands to the thighs, twist. Look over the left shoulder, straighten the right leg. Right arm. Inhale back to center, twist over the right shoulder, straighten the left arm. Back to center, plie, straighten the legs. Whew. Because I'm struggling, come back into plie and side bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to center, press back up. And you make your way to frog pose. So you can roll up the blanket here, the mat or blanket, to go gentle on the knees. I'm just trying to avoid the dog that's now in the middle of my mat. Flex the feet, knees in line with the ankles and with the hips, so we're creating a 90-degree angle. Walk the hands forward and just allow the inner thighs to release here. This is my favorite pose after plie. To stretch the muscles we just worked. Hi, baby. Somebody wants belly rubs. Bring the toes together, come into a wide-legged child's pose. Inhale, come into tabletop. Take the right leg forward, left leg back, low lunge. Inhale up. Right knee on top of the right ankle. You can always pad that back knee for support. Try not to dump too much in the right leg. Lift a little bit, engage the legs a little bit, and find that stretch in the left hip flexor. You'll find it. Move around a little bit until you find where it feels the best. You can keep your hands on the right thigh or hands to hips. And place the palms down, tabletop, other side. Left leg forward, right leg back. Inhale, come up, low lunge. Hands on the left knee, left thighs, or the hips, left thighs. How many thighs do you have? How many left thighs do you have? Square the hips, relax the shoulders, stretch it out, find that place in the right hip flexor that wants to stretch, that wants to open. And step it back, tabletop. Now bring the right leg forward into pigeon. Scooch the left leg back, square the hips. Inhale, grow tall along the spine. Get that length. Exhale, walk it forward. If you're able, if you'd like to, if this feels good. If it doesn't feel good to you, there's no need to do it. Press the left hip down, right hip back. And walk the hands back in. Come into tabletop. A couple knee circles with that right knee. Bringing that circulation into the hip joint, into the pelvic bowl. And set it down. Other side, left leg forward, right leg back. Square the hips. Inhale, lift, grow tall along the spine. Keep that length and walk the hands forward. Pigeon pose on the other side. Press the right hip down, left hip back. Inhale, walk it back in. Take the left leg back now, tabletop, knee circles. First one way and then the other. And then come to sit on your bum. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Inhale, lift, hands to the feet or the ankles. Exhale, fold, cobbler's pose or butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana, or I'm sure there are more. Gently press the knees away with the elbows. Come back to that noise that we've been working on throughout practice. The noticing and being aware of the noise, and yet allowing it to pass, allowing it to float on by without attaching to it or reacting to it. Take the left leg long, right foot in the left thigh. Inhale, reach up, flex the left foot. Exhale, fold over the left foot, so over the left leg. Inhale, switch sides. I can come back to the center of my mat now. Left leg in the left foot in the right thigh, right leg long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Janu Shirshasana. Flex the right foot. Inhale, come back up. Find your way down onto your back. Slowly, slowly bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And draw a few circles with the knees, massaging the lower back. And take the left leg long, right knee across, supine twist. Other side, stay longer if you're able to. Left leg across, right leg long. And back to center. Point the toes, reach the hands up above the head, arch, cat stretch. And exhale, let the feet fall to the left and the right, the hands to come to the side of the body, palms face up. And once again, take your mind's eye throughout your body, moving from the toes up to the head. And notice where you hear noise. Notice if there's any place that needs attention now. And if there is, just send your conscious attention there, moving as light, as prana, or as blood throughout the body. Take your time to be here, to be present, and to be relaxed. You deserve it. Your body works hard, and you work hard. So stay here in Shavasana for as long as you're able. And I'll see you in our next class together. Satnam.